Donald Trump and his fellow Republicans suffered a major loss in Pennsylvania last night. A Democrat named Connor Lamb beat a Republican named Rick Saccone in a district that Trump won by 20 points, which was a big victory for the Democrats, big loss for Trump. Trump pulled out all the stops on this one. He tweeted his support of Saccone. He traveled to Pittsburgh to hold a big rally for him. He even gave Saccone's opponent a nickname. He named him Lamb the Sham. And still, they lost. Although the White House is calling it, they're not saying it's a loss, it's essentially a tie. But it's not a tie. It's a loss. If it was a tie, it would be scotch taped to Donald Trump's shirt and manufactured in China. By the way, I do want to get to that in a second, but this loss came only a week after the president made a very blatant attempt to woo voters in Pennsylvania by calling for heavy tariffs on foreign aluminum and steel. Trump, as you know, wants to focus on America, American-made products and goods. And so I wondered, because I agree with that, how things were going on his family website, trumpstore.com. Have you been there? Because I'm sure Eric and Donald Jr. take this American thing very seriously. These guys are red, white, and blue to the core. They're like a couple of flags wearing hair gel, these two. So, and they, in case you wonder what they do all day, they run trumpstore.com. This is the Trump family's official online store that features, quote, the very latest in Trump-branded merchandise, apparel, headwear, gifts, and much more. And even though my wife was yelling at me the whole time I was on the site saying, don't order anything from that, I ordered a bunch of stuff from it. And this is what happened. This is what came. So, my order came, first of all, in this box with a note with a golden seal on the back. And the note I will read to you says, thank you for being one of the first customers to shop our brand new online store. Maybe I was the only customer, I don't know. We are thrilled to launch this exciting new endeavor, and we are grateful for your support. We hope you enjoy your purchase and will visit us again very soon with best wishes, Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump. Well, thanks for the note, guys. You are the best. So let's see what we got here. First of all, I ordered a white Trump golf hat, which I don't know if you can see, but it's made in China. Okay? I got a coffee mug that says Trump on it, which is made in Thailand. I got a golf club cover, which is made in China, but decorated in the USA, and that's something. So I got a Trump signature duffel bag, which is made in China. I got a Trump signature shoe bag, which is made in China. I got a blanket, which is made, guess where this was made? Yeah, China, yeah. I got something for my son, a toddler bib, just like the one the president wears when he eats cheeseburgers in bed. Made in, you want to guess where this one was made? No, Peru, but we're getting closer. This is the, oh, this is a good item, the Trump Golf Collector Medallion. This is a medallion that you collect, I guess, and on the back it says, made in China. I got, now these are interesting. I got a gold bar coin bank. I looked all over this thing. I looked all over the package. No country of origin listed, and an official Trump pet bandana, which cost a lot more than this should have cost, but this also, no country of origin listed, which I think is illegal. In fact, I looked up requirements for country of origin marking on goods imported in the U.S. Goods that are imported into the U.S. are required to have a country of origin marking, such as the country of manufacture, production, or growth of any article of foreign origin entering the United States. For example, goods originating in China should be marked made in China. Failure to properly report product origin can result in substantial penalties. Companies can face up to $500,000 in fines per violation, or double the loss or gain from the violation related to these violations. Wow, this could be very expensive. Not to mention, this has got to be embarrassing. Are they capable of shame? I mean, Trump's whole platform is about supporting American companies. His company isn't even supporting America. You know what I'm going to do? I'm sure Eric and Don Jr. didn't know about this. I'm sure this was a simple oversight. I'll just file an official complaint, and I'll let them sort it all out. The important thing is that the president's sons, Uday and Kusei, are making a lot of money selling crap with his name on it. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. Click below to subscribe to our YouTube channel, or if you want to be that way about it, don't.